on YouTube, one of the guys actually commented on I have a video about the tools and the best tools about, what I posted there, wood carving tools, my opinion. And I also have that same video right here. And he kind of wrote that I emphasized handles versus the tool itself. Okay, he was saying that I should emphasize more the collection of woods, tools should be used and so on. But I'm not 100% agree with him, absolutely not. Well, first of all, one point he said, in the history of wood carving, manufacturers of the tools, they even didn't make any handles. Okay, they would just supply the, the chisel part itself, and you would make your own handle. Well, first of all, it's kind of interesting approach. And do I know about that? Yes and no. Okay. The reason why I'm saying yes and no, because first of all, what history he's talking about? Okay. Is it 50 years ago? Is it 30 years ago? Is it 100 years ago? 200 years ago? 1,000 years ago? And who those manufacturers are? Okay. So that's already the question. What is the history he's talking about? Second question I do have, if he's talking about the history that manufacturers would do the tools without the handles, my question is, where that manufacturer located, or what country he's from? Is it manufactured in England? Is it manufactured in Germany or Russia? And it all depends where you're at. Let's say he's saying it's in a history, but if you go to Indonesia today, they still don't use any handles. They just use the chisel part. They don't even put any handles. There's a lot of Chinese tools. Manufacturer would supply only chisel part, and you just put your handle in and carve it. And it's not the history, it's modern days. So first of all, it's already not legit when people saying that's in a history it used to be. No, it's not in the history it used to be. It's even now going on. Secondly, yes, I am emphasizing handles, because in reality I'm using only, most of my tools are really good tools, and the steel itself, the metal part, it's pretty close. We're talking about tempered to 59 to 61, and it's not that big difference. And shape of the tool, yes, I can reshape it, I can resharp it, and I can use any of those brands, because the metals today, in my opinion, it's actually better than used to be. In almost any manufacturer can do really good metal. But the handles, big deal, because most of the guys today, most of the wood carvers, furniture makers, cabinet makers, they're not looking for just a steel part. They're looking for tool they can take it out of the box and put it to work without complication of making the handles. Besides, there's not too many furniture makers who can turn and who can really carve the handle, and there's no reason. And that's already included in the package, the handle and the metal part or steel part, it's already included. And that's always good to buy a tool with the handle which is comfortable for you. Okay, so that's why I do emphasize, first of all, I live today. I'm not in a history. Yes, tomorrow it's going to be history. So secondly, like I said, it's not legit to talk about the history, because this type of manufacturing is going on today. There is manufacturers who do metal part without the handles. I personally would not buy that. Maybe some antique. Sometimes I can find really good antique chisel or gouge without the handle. Yeah, no doubt I would buy it, because for me it's not a big deal to make a new handle. But overall, I would prefer to buy a tool already with the comfortable handle. And yes, I like you know, how some of the handles feel in my hand. You know, for example, this one I really feel comfortable because it just fits perfectly. And yes, I mean, somebody can justify because this handle by Marples originally was designed for they call it ladies hand, and I have absolutely no ladies hand. I'm a wood carver, but I'm working with the delicate details, and it's really nice to have some tool placed in your hand, and and it's comfortable to work with. Okay, so that's kind of my answer. And I'm not saying I know the much better. First of all, I'm not a metal worker. I'm a wood carver. And even in the beginning, when I started to carve, I absolutely had no idea what the difference, how the metal is tempered. For me, it was just I'm buying the tool, and if it works, it's good. If it doesn't, well, something wrong with the tool. I even didn't know how to sharpen it first or reshape it first, you know. And that was kind of also adventure, you know, just to learn how to sharpen.